Hi guys, it's Jessica Villarreal, your direct sales leader. So, I really wanted to make this scope. I wanted to reach out. I'm super excited because I'm getting a whole list, a strategy of scopes that I want to get out to you guys, and really good important information. Basically, I just wanted to give a little tough love for all us direct sales people out. And when I say a little bit of tough love, I mean not just you guys, me too, because this hit me right in the gut when I seen this. I posted it on my team page, but I think that it needed a video. So I'm just going to go straight into this. Was shared. I am in an amazing, social media mentoring group, and super social group ultimates, with Jilly Sue. So, go check that out if you, want to hang with some amazing people that are on it with social media. So, this was shared in the group, and it was an article. It's by the author's Jim Kukral. 12 reasons why you're not as successful as you should be. So I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to kind of read off of this list, and then I'm going to kind of tell you what I feel about it. So, laziness. I don't think there's any easy way to put this. I have to assume that you're lazy. Every single successful person works their butt off to get where they are. It's okay to be lazy, admit it, but don't whine about not being rich and successful. So this is the article. So I'm just reading you what the article says, but I think it's so true. So many of us, life happens and we can tend to be lazy sometimes, but don't sit there and cry about it. Don't sit there and say, oh, I'm not reaching this, I'm not reaching that. You have to really sit back and think, what have you done for your business? What have you done? Have you been doing a lot of, oh, I think I'm busy, I'm over here on the computer, surfing, the internet, or I'm over here on Facebook and I'm posting, or I'm over here doing this? Those are not income producing activities in direct sales. So check yourself on what you're doing and if it's really not being lazy. Number 2, entitlement. Only a few people in the world are part of the lucky club. You and me, we gotta work to get what we want. Quit thinking you are owed something you're not. Get to work. So I think this one is big. I'm just putting this all out there. I'm being as real as can be. You will see from a lot of my scopes, I'm not beating around the bush. If you want to really become a direct sales leader, sometimes you have to hit it. You have to get it raw. You got to get the information. You got to be told the way it is, because that's exactly what it is. And I'm telling you as myself also, entitlement. So many people I hear, in direct sales, oh, well, or people that just don't know about direct sales. Well, no, those things don't happen for regular people like us. Those things only happen to the lucky people. Those things only happen to the people that are given an opportunity. No, that's so not true. You're given an opportunity just like everybody that gets the same starter kit. That in my business, everybody pays the same $99. And you choose to be from an essential consultant all the way to a superstar director. The difference in between that range is how much you get out there and you make it happen. You're not entitled to anything. So don't think that just because you're not the select few, it's not going to happen. So entitlement, fear, number 3. You are afraid, plain and simple. Afraid of looking silly, afraid of what your friends and family will say. Look, you're either going to stop being afraid or you're not. Nobody can convince you to stop. Imagine though what awaits you when you stop with the fear excuses. This is one that hit me really hard when I first started Scentsy. I always thought, OMG, I cannot go give this person a sample because they're going to literally think that I'm crazy. This girl at this cashier is not going to want to take this. She is just going to say, no, you are insane. So I had that fear in the beginning, but now No one can shake me in my direct sales. You can call me crazy, you can call me what you want, but I bet you I'm going to be a superstar director that's going to be working from home and not building somebody else's empire. So fear, you got to kick it. Negativity. You may not realize it, but the people you associate with might be negative. They could be soul-sucking beings who don't want anyone to be successful. Get rid of them. Now, surround yourself with successful people you want to be like. I always remember one of our amazing superstar directors saying that your bank account will reflect the top 5 people that you hang around. So, or that you spend the most time with. I have several family members that have been negative about my business, but guess what? You're still my family members, but when it comes to my business and what I do to put food on the table for my kids, nobody will get in the way of that. So negative gots to go. I ain't got time for it. And that's the way you have to be sometime in your business. You just got to say, I can't do it, and get to stepping, keep it moving. Negativity, don't do it. Do not fall into it. It's the worst one on the list, I believe. Stop thinking. How much do you want to bet you have paralysis by analysis? This is so me. I'm just being real with you guys. You think way too much about what you could or what you should do. Doers get what they want and everyone else gets what they get. So stop analyzing and start doing. So many times we get caught up. Oh, I'm thinking I'm going to go do this, and I'm thinking I'm going to go do that. And this is a really good idea. And we little squirrels, we get sidetracked. But think about what you're really doing. Are you really doing, or you're just thinking in your mind you're really busy, but you're not really doing those income producing activities that you need to be successful in direct sales. So keep that in mind. Stop thinking, just get out there and do it. Doesn't matter how, doesn't matter if you don't know everything, just do it. This is a big one. Goals. Not having them. You plan nothing. You believe that some way, somehow, everything you've always wanted is just going to magically appear and happen. So you play it by ear and you wait. You need goals to shoot for. Otherwise, you're just treading water with no direction. So you must have goals. If you are in our business right now, we are working towards our incentive trip. If you don't have a goal set on your wall, in your desk, in your planner, guess what? You're not going to get there. If you are trying to hit director or any type of leadership role within any company, whether you're with my company or any other direct sales company, guess what? You don't have a plan. You're going to take 10 times longer to get there if you do not have a goal written down and you're laser focused on it. This is a big one. So there's no secret group of people that controls your success or your failure. You've made that up to make you feel better about yourself. The truth is you and you alone control your success in life, business, everything. It's easy to blame them though, isn't it? Yeah, that's not a good one. So many times I hear within direct sales, oh, my upline isn't great. My upline doesn't help me. Sit and think, are you going to let someone else determine your success? Who cares if they don't help you? I know people that are superstar directors at the top of the compensation plan and never had their sponsor do one thing for them. But guess what? They were go-getters, didn't worry about who and what and they that didn't help them. They got out there and made their own way and made it happen. That's the way you have to be in direct sales if you really want to make this business work. Who cares what anybody hasn't given you? You don't always get served on a silver platter. So get out there, get what you want, and make it happen. I don't have the X factor. You can't do it because you're not pretty enough, or you don't have a strong personality, or I'm not a salesperson. OMG, I get that all the time. Wow, that, what an unbelievably, it's just lame. It's just a lame excuse. You can't keep using that excuse. I don't have this, or I don't have what this other person has, or because she has a brand new computer, I can't make this work, or because she has better samples or baggies or different. No, what you get in the 99 kit can get you to where you need to get, period. End of story. So that doesn't matter. So kick that excuse to the curb. Wasting time. So you're a classic time waster. You spend hours and hours every day working on not working. You do the things that aren't productive. How are you ever going to get anything done or reach any goal if you keep wasting time? You're not. So you might as well give up now if you're going to keep this path. So time wasters. I believe being successful in a direct sales business, you have to start being great at time management. You have to, and especially if you're working this business, as having a full time and doing this on the side. So I think it's crucial that you start being laser focused on income producing activities. Stop thinking that over here going and doing this little thing on Facebook or posting one time on Facebook is going to make it happen. It's not going to happen. This is a business of building relationships, getting out there, sharing, talking, getting out of your circle and meeting new people. That's what this business comes down to. That's it. And if you're not doing those income producing activities, guess what? You're wasting time. Think small. This is a huge one that I try to instill in my team every single day. You think way too small. You are constantly looking only a day or a week ahead instead of years ahead. Because of this, you never get anywhere. You never lead. You always follow. I don't tell my team that. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I'm reading off of here. But what I'm saying is, if you think small, you're going to get small. Just like you've heard many times, if you think you can't, you're going to get that you can't. If you think you can, you're going to get that you can. Stop thinking small. Why would you want to think, oh, well, I just need to, I just want to think this big because, I'll tell you, one of the reasons many people do that is because they're scared that if they don't reach that top big goal, that the world's going to fall apart. No. Guess what? If you don't reach that goal and you are going for a goal that's probably a little bit out of your reach, you're going to fall closer to that goal than you ever would have. So think big always. Think big, dream big, get out there and make it happen. You don't want it, point blank. I'm going to be I'm throwing it all out today. So I'm going to be real as can be. Some people in this business will work for them, and some people it won't. It's just the name of the game. Our business is a numbers game. You sift through so many people that you have coming in and creating relationships. Some people just do not want it. And guess what? You can't make them want it. You can't make them do anything. You have to disconnect yourself from that emotion of what is going to happen. If they don't want it, guess what? That's okay. But you do what you have to do as a sponsor. You get them in the business. And if they don't want it, so be it. You don't really want to be successful. This is what this one says. Sure, you like to dream about it like everyone else, but in your heart, you're afraid of what might happen if you really get it. That's fear your brain is feeding you. Success is change, and it feels really, really good. Tell your brain to shut up so you can be successful. I love that one. So the last one, and it's one of my recruiting tips number 1 on one of my other YouTube videos. So if you're on Periscope, go and check me out on YouTube. I have a ton of videos. So you don't believe. This is by far one of the biggest things in direct sales. You never believe that it's possible. Society taught you that only a few exceptional people get what they want. Everyone else should just settle. If you really want to believe that, go ahead. The rest of us will be at the front of the line because we believe. I think this one is huge. As I believe society, as we have been raised and grown, that we, you do the traditional things that you do in life and you settle sometimes and you stay like that. Now, because you don't believe that other things like this can happen. But guess what? I'm here to tell you that it can. When I joined, in 2011, I did not think anything about recruiting. I did not think anything about I would be leading currently a team of 164 people. That was nowhere in my mindset. But I latched on. I said I was going to make this business work. I was going to do everything that I had to. And I started believing from day one that there was so many other things that I had failed and that I didn't do. but this was not going to be one of them. And I believed, and now in the beginning, my belief may have not been as strong, but I latched on, I went, I researched, I found people that were in this business making it happen, and then I knew that it was possible. So then, now, today, I'm here to tell you that my belief in direct sales cannot be shaken. You can't tell me that I'm not going to be a superstar director, because I'm going to tell you that you're crazy. I will be a superstar director. Because my belief is so strong in this business, in our industry, that I know I eventually will be at home as a superstar director, taking my kids to school every day, dropping them off, being able to go have lunch with them, not having to ask anybody if I can take off for field trips, not having to worry if my son or my daughter can attend a vacation. I will be able to successfully say that because of my belief in this business, that I propelled to heights I never would have imagined. So, if you take anyone away, I tell you to take the one away to always believe that you can make this happen. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter what you've done up until this point. If you latch on to the right people, you do the things that have been proven for indirect sales to become a leader and get to the top of your pay plan in any business that you're in, you can make it happen. But you have to first believe it. So I just had to make this scope because I really, really enjoyed this article. So I hope that you took away one of the 12 things, and if it hit you in the gut the way it hit me, think about how you can turn that around, because everybody can. Take the negativity out, believe, and you'll make it happen. So until our next scope, guys, bye.